What do you think about a country which implements Sharia law with all the things that this includes, where cutting off the hands of people who steal, stoning women who are involved in adultery, stoning couples that take part in sexual relations before marriage? Do you think that Sharia law needs to be changed slightly to deal with current times, to be applicable?
Actually, if you analyze all the religions, basically, whether it be Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, they speak good things. The basic things, for example, talking about cutting of the hand. All the religions say you should not rob. Christianity says that. Hinduism says, Islam says the same. But the difference between Islam and the other religions is that Islam, besides telling you to do good things, it shows you a way how to achieve the state of goodness. Hinduism and Christianity say don't rob. Islam says the same. But Islam shows you a way how to prevent people from robbing. Islam has a system of zakat that is every rich person who has a saving of more than 85 grams of gold, he or she should give 2.5% of his saving every lunar year in charity. So if every rich person gives 2.5% of his saving in charity, poverty will be eradicated from this world. There will not be a single human being who will die of hunger. After this, the Quran says in Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse 38 that if anyone robs, chop off his or her hand as a punishment. Many people will say the chopping of the hands in this age of science and technology is a barbaric law, it's a ruthless religion. And they think that if you go to Saudi Arabia where this law is practiced, anyone who robs, chopping of the hand, they think that every second person they'll come across will have his hand chopped off. Believe me, I've been to Saudi Arabia more than 50 times. I have not come across a single human being whose hands have been chopped off. Not that no one's hands have ever been chopped off, but it's not as common as they think it is. There will be few people whose hands have been chopped off, but the law is so strict that a person will think a million times before robbing. Now, I am asking a question. Today we consider America to be one of the most advanced countries in the world. Do you know it has one of the highest rates of robbery and theft? I am asking a question that if you implement the Islamic Sharia in USA system, that every rich American who has a saving of more than 85 grams of gold should give 2.5% of his saving in charity every lunar year. After that, if anyone robs, chop off his or her hand as a punishment. I am asking you the question that will the rate of robbery and theft in USA, will it increase, will it remain the same, or will it decrease? Will it increase, will it remain the same, or will it decrease? It is a practical law. That's the reason the least rate of theft in any country in the world is Saudi Arabia. Not that the Saudi police is very good and intelligent, but the law is so strict that a robber will think a million times before robbing. Here what happens if you rob, you get caught, you bribe the police, you get away, nothing happens. So here the law is so strict and they know that if they're caught, the hand will be chopped off. But rarely will you find once in a blue moon somebody's hand is being chopped off. Here you find there are hundreds of robbery, thousands of robbery every day. There it is, once in a blue moon. And even if it takes place, and it is the duty of the government to see to it that no one robs bread. Suppose someone robs bread, you can't chop off his hand. Chopping off the hand is only if you rob a big amount. If someone robs bread, who's at blame? Who's at fault? It's the government. How did the government did not take care of a human being who requires to rob bread? It's not possible. So in Islamic country, if someone robs the bread, who's to blame? The government, not the robber. Their hand won't be chopped off. It will be identified that why is he robbing bread? Doesn't he have food to eat? So it is a complete way of life. That's the reason I completely agree. What we have to see, practically see. I don't believe that the Saudi police are very intelligent. But the law is so strict and they're so firm that, and today suppose, if Saudi Arabia relaxes the law and stops cutting of hand, very soon even the robbery rate in Saudi Arabia will rise. So I'm asking you a question, what is wrong in this? What is wrong in this law? Same thing you're asking about death penalty for someone who rapes. Now, I'm asking the question. That is, Islam has hijab is there. After that, someone names death penalty. I have asked this question to thousands of non-Muslims. I'm asking you, brother, that God forbid someone rapes your mother or someone rapes your sister. And if the rapist is brought in front of you, what punishment will you give him? I'm asking, suppose you are made the judge and someone rapes your mother, God forbid, just hypothetically, and if you are made the judge and if the rapist is brought in front of you, what punishment will you give him?
At that point of time, I may be angry.
What will you do? Someone rapes your mother, and if the rapist is brought in front of you and you are made the judge, and you are asked that whatever punishment you give, since you are the judge, I'll give the rapist. What punishment will you give him?
I can attack him.
What will you do? So what punishment will you give? You have to attack. You have to give the punishment. Punishment will be executed by the police. Suppose you are made the judge. What punishment will you give him? Sister, if you are made the judge, and if someone rapes your mother, what punishment will you give to the rapist?
Probably a life sentence.
Life sentence. I have asked this to thousands of non-Muslims. All have given the same answer. Some go to the extent of saying we'll torture him to death.
Sir, don't you think about suppose someone